What up, YouTube? I got another video today, and it's all about the Grom. As you can tell, this bike's new to me by the title. Recently got it, not too long ago. I've probably had it for about a week now, and this bike has been a lot of fun. So this particular year model is the 2015, and the reason why I got this model over the newer one, the 2017-18, is solely because of the seat. Now I know these bikes are highly customizable, and so the seat shouldn't have been a big deal, but it was just something I didn't want to mess around with it. So I'm just gonna do a little walk around. Here it is. It's got quite a few mods on it already, which was one of the reasons why I bought it. But just a quick walk around, and then I'll get into the details. I mean, the bike's not perfect. It is a little wrecked, but it's not too bad. So just a little start up here. Man, I think all these digital attacks on these new bikes are so cool. Kick it neutral. Yeah, this bike's super quiet. It's already warm, so alright, so getting into the mods, we've got these, well, that sticker was obviously taken off. Fairings, these side boomerang covers in the front fender, they've all been custom painted to like a pearl white. I'm not sure how well it'd get picked up in the video, but yeah, I mean, the bike has been wrecked. So, you know, scratched up here, and I got some, you know, touch-up paint, and there's actually three parts of the touch-up paint. There's like a base, the top coat, and then clear coat. So if I ever scratch it up, which I assume I probably will eventually, I'll be able to touch it up. So yeah, these side blinkers are aftermarket, little flush mount, whatever. And I guess the headlight was scratched up pretty bad, and so they, I don't know, buffed it out and had to get this new cowling around it. The gapping on it is a little weird, and I don't know if this is normal, but like the headlight totally moves quite a bit. So when I first got it, the headlight was pointed up, but I kind of angled it down to where it fits a little bit better. I really like the gold on it. So I took this bar end off because it kept rattling loose, and you know, it twists with the throttle anyways. So these are Renthal bars. As far as the specifics, I don't know. Not really into those bars, like mods. I've never done that before. Gold grips. One thing I do want to do is get new gold grips and new levers. Get gold levers. These ones are not bad, but you know, why not just gold it out? So it does have the stock exhaust, which isn't too big of a deal to me. Like I don't really care about it. It's got a little fender eliminator. I don't know what kind of fender eliminator is. It looks kind of ghetto rigged. There's like this little plastic tab under here and a zip tie. So I mean, I don't know how that works, but and then also I don't know why people blur out their license plates in the videos. Like I don't get it. And then here's some more scratching. That got scratched up a little bit, and then that got scratched up. Covered it up with a Sharpie, but it's not that big of a deal. This is cracked. Some more Sharpie. The chain's pretty rusted. Tires are still the stock ones. Pegs are all scratched up. It does have these aftermarket pegs, which is nice, because the stock ones with the rubber or whatever aren't too great. But that's pretty much all that's been done to the bike. And as far as what I'll do, like maybe, just maybe, I'll get like this carbon fiber, and that probably will be it. Just replace the broken parts with carbon fiber. I saw a video of someone else who had this part carbon fibered, but I honestly didn't care for it too much. And then how in the heck, I haven't seen this before, but that looks like it got scratched up or something. Like this bike must have been just freaking destroyed. probably trying to learn wheelies on it like I'm gonna do. But anyways, yeah, that's my little Grom. You'll see a lot more of it in future videos. I basically bought this bike to learn how to do wheelies on and stuff, and of course it's good on gas, but other than around town it won't help me out, because freeway riding, 70-mile-an-hour speed limit going 60, it's not the greatest. But yeah, overall I freaking love this bike so far, like, and I'm sure I'm probably gonna have this thing for a while and just have lots of rides on it. Got a little 390 over here. These are cool bikes. This looks like a newer one. Just check this thing out. Ulterific just got him one of these, but it's like the 1098 or 1100 or whatever their weird displacements are. But this is a pretty cool bike. I was looking at getting one of these, but I just went with the Grom, because why not? It's a fun little hoonin' bike. So I think I forgot to mention before I went and lifted that what I paid for the bike. So the way I kind of value the bikes I buy or I'm looking to sell is with the NADA guides. I feel like they've got, you know, lots of good information as far as, you know, the actual book value. Kelly Blue Book, I mean, I haven't really compared the two that much, but I usually just use them for cars and not so much motorcycles. But on the NADA guide, it'll give you the original MSRP, and then it'll also give you average retail value of about what it's worth now, and then it'll also give you like a low retail value. So low retail value on this thing is about $1,800 and some change, and then book value is like $2,200 and some change. And so the girl who was selling it, you know, posted at $2,250. It's a pretty reasonable asking price, but because of all the damage, you know, I was like, okay, well, I'll pay $2,000 for it. That's what I want to pay. And she's like, you know, I thought I posted it at a fair price. And I was like, yeah, you did. And she's like, I knew there would probably be some negotiation. And I was like, yeah, that's fair, because the bike is pretty beat up. But anyway, so, you know, I had brought $2,100 with me, and I feel all right with $2,100 for this little Grom, just because of all of the modifications that have been done to it. You know, the blinkers, the bar, the grips, the levers, the tail light, the fender eliminator, the pegs, and so on. So, oh, and also the paint. And I forgot to mention that I freaking see this little crack right here. Yeah, I cracked this mug in the back of my daggum truck. So they luckily had a little ramp to get the Grom into my truck, and then to get it off to unload it, I just had one of my buddies come over, and we basically just lifted the bike out of the back of my truck. This bike weighs less than 250 pounds, so I mean, with two people it's definitely doable. All I did was bring the shoot, I forget what it's called, by the rear wheel, the whatever it's called, swing arm, and just rested the swing arm on the tailgate so that the bike could rest level. And then we just grabbed the fork and the swing arm on each side and just lifted it down and let it kind of drop on the front fork. So that's what we did to get it unloaded. But anyways, so I had it strapped up. I used 4 straps, which is probably overkill, but you know, the bike was secure. That's all that mattered. So what happened was I went around and loosened them all, and by the time I got and loosened the last one, there was still pressure on the front right little ratchet strap or whatever. And so after I got done loosening the left side, which is what I wanted it to lean onto the kickstand, the pressure on the right side of the bike from the ratchet straps pulled it over. And so it made a pretty loud crash in the parking garage, but I thought I just had like wrecked the bike. I was like, no. And I looked at like the fairing's not really scratched up at all, but I mean, it did crack right here, which I'll live with it, because even like before I bought the bike, it was already scratched up, and I was like, there's a good chance I'm gonna scratch it up some more, so I'll live with it. Like, there's lots of videos on YouTube that say, well, it's just a Grom, and yep, it's just a Grom. That's all there is to it, really. Don't drive dirty, folks. You heard it from Quick Quack Car Wash. Alright, I'm gonna get another little wheelie, and it's gonna be my little wheelie spot right before I bring it in the garage. Just pop little wheelies. Hope I don't get too scared this time. Alright. Speed up a little bit. Oh! Ah! That was weak sauce. Oh well. Alright. Right there. Aha. Got him. Alright. Oh, doggy. Man, I don't think dogs that weigh less than 50 pounds are actually dogs. They're more or less rats. My sister freaking loves Shih Tzus, but I think those things are so freaking dumb. They look so weird. Well, yep, so here's my Grom.